Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a declutter video, and this is an Alex 5 drawer. I do need to declutter everything that's in these drawers, but for today we're going to work on eyeshadows. And this is a drawer that I really don't come into that often. I really don't do eyeshadows that much, so I would like to get rid of the majority of the makeup that's in this drawer. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one I have is from ABH Cosmetics, and it is a collaboration with a YouTuber here, Sylvia Gainey, I want to say. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It looks like this. I did get this at Marshall's. It looks like this. I haven't played with it yet, but I cannot wait to try these colors out. I'm not really into colors. I am intimidated by them because, like I said, I don't do eyeshadow that often. So it does look like this. It is very pretty. The highlighters in here are very pretty. The mattes are very pigmented. So yeah, and it does come with a very big mirror as well. So I will be keeping this palette. The next one we have is from another YouTuber, from Tati Beauty, and it is the Volume 1 Neutrals palette. I love this palette. If you guys are a beginner and you don't know how to do eyeshadow, or just for whatever reason, I highly recommend this palette because let me tell you, this is so easy to work with. Like I said, I don't do eyeshadow that often, and when I do my eyeshadow, it doesn't really come out all that great. But this one, the colors blend out beautifully. They're easy to work with. I really love this palette. And it is pricey. It is, I think, $48, but like I said, it's worth the investment, especially if you're a beginner, because it's high quality and it's going to be easy to work with. So I am going to keep this one. I do have a couple from ABH. I only have 2 of her palettes. I have the Subculture palette, and I do use it. There was a lot of controversy towards this palette. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I was one of the people that did like it. I do use them, like I said. I've used only a couple of the shades, but I have used it. So I will be keeping this one as well. The other one we have is from ABH as well. It's the Modern Renaissance one, and this is newer to my collection. Yes, I am a little bit late to the game on this, but it is pretty. And yeah, I will be keeping this one as well. The next couple of palettes we have are from Too Faced. I have 3 palettes from them. The first one is, oops, it's kind of falling down now. Is from, it's the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar, and it looks like this. I don't think I've played with this one a ton, but I do like the colors. It does have a little mirror, not too big, but yeah, so I will be keeping this one as well. And then I have the Chocolate Bonbon palette, and I don't think I've played with this one yet, but the colors are very pretty. I can't wait for the summertime mainly to play with these colors, like this purple and the pinks. So yeah, so this one is gonna stay. And then I have the Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. I have it in its packaging because I love this packaging. It is so freaking pretty. Looks like this. And the colors look like that. It is very pretty, very warm colors. I gravitate towards more of the warm colors than the cooler tones. But like I said, I will be keeping this one as well. And then the next one we have is from Lorac. I believe this is the Lorac Pro number 2, I want to say. This is newer to my collection. I still have the packaging. We'll get rid of that. And it does look like this. I haven't played with it. The main reason why I got it was because of this green right here. I had swatched it in stores and I loved it so much. So that's the main reason why I bought it. But I am going to be keeping this one. The next one we have is from Absolute New York. I got this at either Marshall's or TJ Maxx, and it looks like this. This looks like a dupe for one of the Lorac eyeshadow palettes. I don't know, I think it's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this one. I do like the colors, and I don't think I have really any of these colors that I'm going to keep, so I'll keep this one. especially since I don't have the other Lorac palette that looks like that one. The next one I have is from W7, and it's the Blazing palette. And this one is also, I believe, a dupe for the, I want to say, what is it? Shoot, I can't remember. But it is a dupe for one of the palettes out there. Urban Decay Heat palette, that's it. I remember now. It looks like this. It is very pretty, so I will be keeping this one as well because I don't have the Urban Decay one, and maybe one day I'll buy that and then I can compare it to see like what if they're dupeable to each other. So I'm going to keep this one. One that I can get rid of, I got it at Marshall's, it still has the packaging and the price tag, is from Pixi. This is just something I don't need. I have colors like this already in my collection, and I don't think I've ever played with it. I think I've only swatched them, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. The other one we have is from Cargo, and I did get this at Marshall's a long time ago. It's the Wanderlust palette, and it looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one just because I don't think I've ever touched it, and like I said, I'm not really into eyeshadows all that much, so that can go. The next three I have are from Milani. I just got these. I haven't been able to play with them yet, but I cannot wait to play with them. This is the Gilded Nude, the Luster Lights, and the Gilded Gold. And let's see what they look like. The Gilded Nude looks like this. They do have a mirror. I'm gonna take off the packaging from the front of it. That's what that one looks like. Very pretty. So I cannot wait to play with this one. And then the other one is Luster Lights. And I don't know if I mentioned it, they all have a mirror. I can't take the packaging off this one, but hopefully you guys could see that without getting blinded. But that's what that looks like. That's very pretty. I didn't want to mess these up, so that's why I didn't take off the packaging, but I'll take them off later. And then the Gilded Gold one. And that one looks like that. This kind of reminds me of the Natasha Denona palette, one of her palettes. So I can't wait to try this out to see if it resembles those colors from that palette. But I don't have any Natasha Denona palettes. I do want to get my hands on one at least, so I'm trying to save up to buy one. Let me know in the comments down below what is your favorite Natasha Denona palette if you guys own one, because I'm curious. I want to invest in one of her palettes, but like I said, I just don't know which one I want to invest in. So like I said, let me know in the comments below. The next one we have is from Hard Candy. This is an old palette. I have used this a couple times. Casey Holmes is one of my favorite YouTubers here on YouTube, and she recommended this palette a long time ago, and I just didn't like it. I didn't care for it. The colors aren't pigmented. Like, see, that's the black, that's the red. The black doesn't really show up that good, so it's just not a palette for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. The next palette I have is from Makeup Obsession. It's All We Have Is Now palette, and I have not played with this one either. I tell you, I just don't play with eyeshadows, and I need to play with eyeshadows more often. The one that I have been playing with the most is that, what is it? The Tati Beauty one. That's the one I've been playing with the most. But these are summer colors, so I will definitely try to use this in the summertime. So I will be keeping this one. Then I do have an Ulta Beauty Z palette that comes with a mirror, and I just have 3 singles. They are all from ABH. But yeah, so I'm going to keep this one. The next one we have is from ColourPop, and it's the Yes Please palette. Oh yeah, this doesn't have a mirror. I wasn't sure if it had a mirror or not. I have used this one quite a bit. This is really pretty. Like I said, I do like warm tone colors, so this is a very warm tone palette. But I will be keeping this one. I need to get rid of more because I'm keeping a lot more than I thought I was gonna keep. Oops. The next one we have is from Physicians Formula, the Rosé All Play palette. And I have been going back and forth with this palette. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it, then I didn't want to get it, and I wanted to get it, and then I forgot which YouTuber like convinced me to get it, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it. I haven't played with it yet, but I have swatched it, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. And then we're getting to some of my smaller palettes. This next one is from Wet n Wild. It's the Color Icon Eyeshadow Squad. It's limited edition. It's in the shade House of Thorns. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. I haven't even opened it. I don't know if you can tell. But these are really pretty colors to look at. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep it, and hopefully I'll open it and play with it. The next one is from Milani Cosmetics. It is in the shade Earth Elements. And I remember really, really liking it when I first started to get into makeup. This was like one of the first palettes that I had bought. It does look like this. I don't know if I want to keep it or not. It's so pretty. Ooh. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, and then I'm going to see like what I got rid of and what I kept. So this is going to go in the maybe pile right now. The next one I have is from Wet n Wild. It is the Comfort Zone. This is the older packaging. Oops, sorry, I wasn't in the camera. I really like this for this shadow right here. I love this shadow. I do have the newer packaging, but I don't know, I just can't get rid of this one yet. What do I do? I'm gonna put this one in the maybe pile as well. That's so bad. And then, oh, do I have another? Oh, I have another one of these Wet n Wild Color Icon in Bed of Roses. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one as well. I'm going to try it out. I have opened this one. I didn't know I had two of these, and I opened one and didn't open the other. That's what that one looks like. I'm going to go ahead. I'll go ahead and swatch these for you. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that. So that's going to stay. Then I have two from Milani. It's the Most Loved Mattes and Bold Obsessions. These do come with mirrors. That's what that one looks like. This is the mattes one. Most Loved Mattes, yeah. What do I want to do? I'm going to go ahead and keep this one because I don't have a ton of neutral mattes like this. And I could use a lot of these colors for transition shades and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep this one. That is the Most Loved Mattes one. And then the Bold Obsession looks like this. You know what, Milani, their formula and their pigmentation is really good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this one as well. I'm really surprised that I'm keeping these many palettes. But after we're done, we'll try to see if I can narrow it down to less. The next one I have is from Makeup Geek, and it's just a little quad of 4. It looks like this. I don't think I've ever used this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep it because I don't have, this is the only eyeshadows I have from Makeup Geek. So I want to go ahead and keep it and test it out and see if I like it. And then if my next declutter comes and I haven't used it, I'll go ahead and get rid of it then. And then I have this Huda Beauty Emerald Obsession palette. I have used this one. It does come with a mirror. It is very compact. It is very small. Very good to travel with. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this because I could use it for Christmas. I could use it for St. Patrick's Day. I could use it for any types of things. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. And it is newer to my collection. I did get it at Sephora for a discounted price. So that was good. The next one I have is from, what is this from? Juvia's Place. It is the Nubian by Juvia's. It's the mini one. Okay, it doesn't have a mirror. It looks like this. Another warm tone palette. I'm I'm going to keep this one because this is the only palette that I have from Juvia's. I did get the smaller one because, like I said, I don't have any of her palettes, and I wanted to kind of test it out to see what they were like, because I hear everybody rave about Juvia's eyeshadows, and yeah, this is just something that I wanted to try and see what the hype was, and I'm going to keep it for now. Let's move these. I have these way back here. We'll get to this after we do the palettes. The next one I have is from Too Faced. It's Cat Eyes, and it's the little one. It looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of this one. Even though I love purple, purple is my favorite color, I just never reach for it. And like I said, I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes already in my collection, so this one can go. Oh, my hands are dirty from swatching. Let me get a makeup wipe. Sorry guys if you can hear all that mumbling. Let me just clean this off real quick. Okay, that's better. The next one we have is another Milani one, and this, as you could tell, has been used and abused. This is the Milani Fierce Foil Eye Shine. This is super old. I got this such a long time ago. Like I said, it has been used and abused. I don't even know how they fit. Oops, I'm sticking my finger in the same one. Oh, my hand's wet, so you can't tell. I don't know. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile as well, because I was thinking I could use that for like inner corner eyeshadow, highlight the brow bone, stuff like that. So I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. The next one I have is from e.l.f. and I have two of them. It's the Velvet Touch eyeshadow palettes. I have this one in the shade Island Breeze, and it looks like this. That is so pretty. I think I've only swatched these. I really need to pull these out more and use them. Oh yeah, look at that. It's so pretty. I'm going to keep this one. This one is very pretty. I'm going to keep this one. And then the other one is the Cool Mist, and these are blue colored ones. Oh, this is so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one as well. See, I have so many eyeshadows in here that I don't use, that the ones that I do want to use, or you know, whatever I haven't used, they get lost in my collection. So I need to pull these out some more. So this one I am gonna keep as well. These are so pretty colors. I have two LA Girl little like mini eyeshadow quads. I have one in Urbanize and Harmonize. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep both of them. One is all mattes, and then the other ones have mattes and shimmers. Yeah, they're pretty. I'm going to keep both of them. I am going to get rid of, let me see. I'm going to get rid of this W7 Blazing, only because I have a lot of palettes already, and I know I just want to keep the ones I know I'm going to use and love and cherish. So I'm going to get rid of this one, and I'm also going to get rid of the Absolute Icon one as well, just because I don't need them. I have enough eyeshadows. I'm keeping way more than I thought I was going to keep anyways. And then I have the new packaging of the Wet n Wild. Remember I said I had the Comfort Zone one? Well, I have it in the newer packaging. It's this one. The favorite one that I like, that I told you about, it broke, so that's why it's not in there. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep these palettes just because they're very pretty and I need to play with them some more. So I'm going to go ahead and keep both. That was the Comfort Zone, and then I have Rosé in the Air, and it looks like this. This does remind me of the ABH Renaissance palette. Oh, I forgot that this looked like it. Look at that. Oh my, I'm gonna have to do a dupes on this. Now that I have it, oh yeah, that looks like 100%. I'm gonna have to do a video on these two to see what they look like on the eyes. This is so stay tuned for that, for a dupes video. That is so crazy. I can't believe how similar those two look together. The next one I have is a Smashbox Shape Matters Eyes. shadow liner brow powder. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. I already have like two new matte palettes that I'm gonna keep already, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. Okay, now I'm doing better. I feel like we're doing good. And then I have this one from Wet n Wild. It's the All Natural palette. This is an older palette. I don't know if they made a new packaging for it. Looks like that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pass this one along. I have a sister and my mom who can pick and see if they want any of these, and I know if they pick them they'll be happy with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. The next one we have is e.l.f. and it's the Mad for Matte palette. Let's see. I did say I was gonna get rid of a lot of my mattes because I already have a couple. I'm gonna keep this one only because this was one of the palettes that I also bought when I was starting out into makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one for now. And then we have a Flower Beauty palette. This one is in the shade Golden Natural. I bought this out of a recommendation from Casey Holmes. She had bought this palette and she liked it. I'm going to go ahead and keep this palette just because I don't really have a lot of gold and brown tone eyeshadows. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Trying to look in my collection that I've kept already to see if there's any that maybe I want to get rid of. But I'm pretty happy with what I have so far. The next one I have is another YouTuber. It's from Laura Lee Los Angeles. It's the Nudie Patootie palette. And this is the only one I have of hers. It looks like this. I'm not really into this palette, to be honest. This is probably my least favorite palette from a YouTuber that I have in my collection. But I'm going to keep it just because I really support YouTubers and their, you know, what they're doing. And I don't know, I have to keep it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. The next one I have is from BH Cosmetics, and it's the Zodiac palette. And I did get this, I believe, yes, at Marshall's. It has the slit in front of it still, and it does look like this. It is very pretty. You could use these for different things, for eyeshadow, for inner corner highlight, for highlight on the cheeks, just everything. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. And then I have this Profusion Sienna's palette. I have so many colors that look like this already, but I don't have anything from Profusion. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one, only because these are pretty colors and those are colors I gravitate towards. I am gonna go ahead and just get rid of the three that I put on hold that I said I would think about. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these three. Good, I'm so happy. We're doing very good so far. Oh, and don't mind this. I'm gonna have to clean it, but I'll clean it after. Then the last palette I have is from Jaclyn Hill. It's the first palette she made with Morphe. Or it's not the first palette. I don't think it's the first palette, but it's one of the first ones that I bought from Jaclyn Hill. Of course, another YouTuber. It is in its packaging. I think it's just time maybe to get rid of the no, I'm gonna keep it because it has her like picture in the back, and I'm gonna try to fix it, make it look prettier, but I'm gonna keep the box. And it does look like this. She did recently come out with the sister palette for this one. I haven't picked it up yet. I'm thinking about it. Like I said, I don't really use eyeshadow a lot, and it is a colorful palette, so it's something that I have to think about. I am gonna go to Morphe today because I have to pick up another brush, but I'm gonna see. I don't know if it's in store yet. It might be, it might not be, but if it is, I'm gonna go ahead and look at it, and then I'll see what I think. But it does look like this. This is very well loved and used, and I have hit pan on this color. It is my favorite color in this palette. The ones I really haven't used are like these ones down here, the colorful ones, but everything else I have like dipped into it. It doesn't look like I've used it a lot, but I have, trust me. But I am gonna keep this palette. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna count to see how many I'm getting rid of so far. We still gotta do, I forgot, we still gotta work on my single eyeshadows, but I'm gonna leave that here and we'll do that right now. But so far I'm going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 palettes so far. I'm looking to see what I have, but let's go ahead and do the single eyeshadows, and then we'll put everything back in here to see what I'm keeping. I have this e.l.f. What is this? Molten Liquid Eyeshadow. It does look like I've used it. I'm gonna think about this one. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. It's a Wet n Wild. It is a concealer. I used this for eyeshadow primer just because this was too dark for a concealer, but I'm gonna just get rid of it because I have concealers that I could use for my eyeshadow if I wanted to, and I do have eyeshadow primers already in here that I'm gonna keep. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. I have the NYX glitter primer. This is good to use if you're gonna put glitter on your eyelids to keep it from falling out. I do recommend, I forgot to mention though, I do recommend for the, where is it, the Tati Beauty palette, for the glitters to use a glitter adhesive, because this does have a lot of fallout. The glitters on the top row have a lot of fallout, and if you wear this constantly, you're gonna have glitter on your face for days. So I recommend using some type of glitter glue, and I'm gonna keep this one because I haven't tried out glitter glue with the eyeshadows yet, so I'm gonna save this one. The next one, I think I have a couple of these. Let me see. Yeah, I think I have 2 of the Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadows. I have one in Starlight and in Kitten, and they look like this. I'm gonna go ahead and keep them because I really do like these ones in particular, and I don't have that many of stuff like these, so I'm gonna keep this. And then I have quite a few of these Dose of Colors Block Party singular eyeshadows. I have X-Ray, I have Night Sky, I have Olive You, and Jackpot, and it looks like this. I'll go ahead and I'll show. I don't know, there's one that's broken. This one, oh, it's this one. And this one was like one of my favorite ones, but it's shattered. But I'm gonna go ahead and, I haven't used these in a like really long time. I need to bring these out and play with them more. I don't know why I have them in their packaging, but anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep these. I have this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. I'm gonna keep this. I'm actually gonna move it to my eyeliner drawer because I'm gonna see if I like it underneath my in my waterline. I don't use it as a primer on my like lids because I feel like it's too white, but I'm gonna go ahead and move it to my top drawer and see if I use it for that. The next thing I have is from Urban Decay. It's the eyeshadow primer potion. It's the original one. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one because I think that's the first one that I've kept so far. And then I have these, what are these? These Super Shock Shadows from ColourPop. I have 3 of them. I have one in Twitter Pated. I don't know how to say that. Ladybird and Bay. And they look like that. So I'm going to keep these 3 because these are the only ones that I have from ColourPop. Oh no, I have one more from ColourPop. It's a matte one and it's in Brady. And it looks like that. You can't tell. Let me take it off the... Let me open it so you can see. It looks like that. That is super, super pretty. I really like this color. So I'm going to keep those. I have this little quad from Lancome. Let me see. I don't know. It looks like it looks like this. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one just because I've never used it and I already have a lot of eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Then I have this Makeup Revolution Rose Gold little, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I guess, toppers for your eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one because it is a pretty color. Then I have this one from Wet n Wild. It is in the color Brulee. It's the color Icon one. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. And then I have, how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I found another ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow in the shade Sailor. I'm going to keep that one as well. So I'm going to keep all my eyeshadow from ColourPop. Then I have 2 from L'Oreal Paradise. One is in the shade Ice Latte and the other one is in Golden Emerald. I'm going to go ahead and keep them. One's a green and one's like neutral color. They're very pretty. I'm going to keep those. Then I have the Smashbox lid primer in white. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. I've been trying to look for the one that has a little tint to it, but I can't find it. And Casey Holmes loves that one, but I figured this would do the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one for now. Then I have one from IBY Beauty, and it's Midnight Sky. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one just because I don't know, I won't use it. I don't think I've used it. I think I've only swatched it. It's like a blue color with some sparkle. Oh yeah, I won't use that. That's too pigmented for me. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Let me clean my fingers before I touch anything else because I don't want to get it everywhere. Okay. Then the next one I have is from MAC, and it is Omega Matte Eyeshadow. I think it's called Omega. I'm not sure what the name of it exactly, but it looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and keep that as well. That's really pretty. Then I have this MAC Dazzling Eyeshadow Liquid in the shade Every Day is Sunshine. That's really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep that. I want to see what the applicator looks like. Oh, it looks like that. Yeah, that's pretty. So I'm going to keep that. Then I have, did this spill in here? I don't know what this is. It's from Makeup Revolution Intensifying Primer. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't even know what that is. Then I have this little Lorac Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer. I haven't used this. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it to see if I can try it out. But like I said, yeah, I'll just keep that for now. Then I have the Milani one, the eyeshadow primer. I used to use this. I haven't used it in a long time. I'm not sure. Ooh, this might be old already. I'm trying to see. It looks like that. It's kind of a color with thicker consistency. This feels kind of greasy. I'm gonna get rid of it just because I haven't used it in a long time and that feels too greasy, and I already have oily eyelids as it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. And then the last one I have is from Kat Von D. It's the High Voltage Eye Primer. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep this for now. See, because I don't remember how I felt about it. I'm gonna check to see if it has a color to it. Oh yeah, see, it has a color to it too. We'll try this hand. See. Oh yeah, it is a thicker consistency as well. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that for now. Okay, so that is gonna stay. So let's go ahead and put all the little stuff that I'm gonna keep back into here. Try to keep all my ColourPop together so that way oh yeah, that looks way better. So this can stay in the back. And then my bigger palettes, let me see. Trying to find my big palettes. I think these are the only two big palettes I have. So that can go here. This can go on top. That could go right there, and this could go back here as well. This could go right here. On the top. There's something stuck behind this drawer, so that's why it doesn't close all the way. I'm just trying to see what I could fit so that way. But I forgot the door doesn't close that good, so that's okay. Then I'm going to keep the Tati Beauty one up here in the front because that's like my most used palette at the moment. So I'm going to stick these little quads in here because they're little and they could fit in there for now. So I'm going to take these two top ones up so you can see what it looks like now. I have everything in the drawer. So that's what it's looking like. It looks a lot better compared to what it looked like before. Like I said, I'm just going to keep these two on top right here because I do use the Tati one like almost all the time. I put on eyeshadow, so that stays up here. The Sylvia one, the BH Cosmetics one, I guess I could put it like that for now. But I am going to keep this one on top just so that way it's here. But yeah, so I like this. This is way better. I did get rid of, not a lot, but I did get rid of a lot more than I thought I would. So yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that way you guys can see what I post. And I hope you guys like it. And let me know for any more recommendations, any more videos that you would like to see. And I will try to get it up for you. Until next time, thank you. Bye.